Wassail! Wassail, everyone. I'm just going to melt all over the table. I've had to bring a cloth to wipe down the table so that the cards don't get wet. So, it's Picador. I brought this for you to all have a look at. Oh, look, that's got some weird oily sheen on it. That's not very much fun, but it's full of the colors of chakra rainbow energy. So, going to wait for some of you to arrive because the idea is we're going to get you to pick which door I do. I've also made a little set of cards for sound healing tones to fit with the actual reading. And we're going to do the Telsa trap, which involves 3, 6, and 9. And for the 3, 6, and 9, the trap and the solution, we're going to use the Raw Runes. And then we're going to use oracle cards for the spaces in between. Hola, Deborah. That's the extent of my Spanish. Buenos dias. I'm going to learn Spanish while I'm here. Hello, Emma. Hello, Lisa. Wassail, everyone. I'm so hot. I've put on the very thinnest T-shirt that I've just had to buy with a big scoop neck to let the heat out. But I've also got a little towel so I can, towel myself down. So, hello, Christina Gomez. You see now, Christina, you sound like you can speak Spanish. I can't. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. You see, Elsa, that's what comes of living in Mallorca. You get to do things. Hey, Reem. I'm so hot. I've just had a cold shower and the humidity is just entering this room. So, Wassail Wild Wolf Woman, Wassail Joyce, Wassail Susan. Do you know, I do dislike being hot, but do you know what? I've just decided detox, just let all of the rubbish out of every single pore. And according to Rhonda, who lives in Texas, she says your skin gets a lot better. So when I was a teenager, I was a constant fountain of sweat, and I taught myself to stop sweating. Can't do that here. It's impossible. So look, I'm just going to show you the doors, but they're flashing in multicoloredness. Let's get a bit nearer. They're the doors. They're all the most beautiful, beautiful doors that I've been seeing in Mérida. I kept calling it Mérida, but it's Mérida. So, hello, Donna. Yeah, do you know, Reem, it's a need. I think we flourish when our skin, which is our second largest organ of the body, aside from the intium, which is the one that they just discovered that didn't know was there, is our largest organ. And actually, sweating is very healthy. I'm going to keep telling myself that as I wander around and notice that everybody else here is in layers like it's chilly. So, Wassail, everybody. Felicia, Deborah. I want to say Gia. We've never quite worked that one out. Gia the Dutch one. Gaia the Dutch one. I don't know. But anyway, if it's Gia, will you put G-E-E for me, just so that I know? And if it's Gaia, then put G-A-Y, just so that I've got a vague idea. Let me ring the bells while you type that. All the way from Holland, I hope. Hola, Luis. 'Hola, Cristina. I've done Cristina. Right, here we go. Bells, bells, bells. Before I melt. I'm already melting. I don't know why I'm saying that. They were very soft, very beautiful, and they were saying to me that the messages are going to be very kind. So, Gia, the thing about putting an I is that in British we say I, so that would be Jaya. So if it's Gia, can you put G-E-E? Right. So yeah, very soft, very supportive, really nice energies. I want you to be Gaia, the Dutch one. So, I want you people to pick a door between 1 and 6. Go! I'll have some water while you're doing it. No, you can't do 2. Go with 1 for the moment. I can't do 2 at the same time. Look at this giant bowl of water. Oh, my microphone just fell over. That's how slippery it is. 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's mostly 4s. We're going with 4. Door 4. So door 4 looks like this. Oh, it's so annoying with those colors, but also really trippy. It's like, what part of your chakras are you working on with door 4? So, door 4. Turn that off, otherwise it'll run out, although I have got the plug here for it. Now, I've got these little cards. I don't know if I can shuffle them, but this is going to be the energy center sound healing that goes with door 4. Oh, hang on. I need to write down door 4 on a time, 7:30. 7 minutes 30. We could be here all evening. Yeah, it is a rainbow body, Corey. We're doing the whole rainbow of everything in everyone. We're doing 6. We're doing 6 energy centers. So here we go. I know you can kind of see them underneath, but let's just. It's gone dark. That's the shadows coming out again. Okay, look. We're starting with crown chakra. B. Big Gaia Uranus energy. I'm so hot. Still, clean towel. Smells very lovely. So we need a B. Now remember, I'm going to flatten this B. So here we go. A little bit of crown chakra cleansing. I'm going to take my glasses off for this just to let some air out of my eyes. Heat out, rather. I'm sorry if that burst the microphone. Okay, so while I was giving that sound, I've shuffled the trap. So now we're being really playful today till the messages get harsh. I hope I get used to the heat. It is very, very beautiful here, and I will get used to the heat. But it's all part of the fun of cleansing. Wassail Shiloh. So, oh, it's Eve here. Wassail Eve. So look, now you have a choice. Odin and the Nine Realms or the Mystical Shaman. Odin and the Nine Realms or the Mystical Shaman. Odin and the Nine Realms or the Mystical Shaman. Odin and the Nine Realms or the Mystical Shaman. Odin and the Nine Realms or the Mystical Shaman. Wassail Ariel. Mystical Shaman. It's the first one I said. You were all too slow. Reem's paying attention. She's just asking me to shuffle these because she just admitted she doesn't like doing them at the moment. Oh, I love a sheen. Oh, I'm just rifling them for you. Right, so. This deck does have a lot of power, but do you know what, Corey? It's really got a lot more profound power here in Mexico because it feels like it's of the place, of the space. So I'll put those two down. I'm not looking at any of the cards yet. That's 1 and 2. The next one I want is 4, because what happens is the runes are 3, 6, and 9. So now we need 1, 2, 4. Always gone tight-lipped. This side, 1, 2, and 4 are inner journey. Inner journey. Now, the 8, 7, and 5, they're the outer journey, how you apply yourself to the outer world. And what traps you. Wassail Sheila! Oh, look! The microphone slipped over again. It's really not able to stand up in this extreme humidity. It keeps going and collapsing. Oh, I think I might collapse before I get through all 6 of these. Right, I actually accidentally saw that one. Right, it is so slippery in here. I'm slippery. Right. We just need, oh, there's 1 for 7. We just need 1 for 5, and then we're off. With door 4, there's 5. Right, so let's begin. I'll just have a little pull. Right. 3 and 6 are the frequency that you're trapped between. So 3 is Gar, speared potential. And the other side is Dej, to purge. Oh, you see, now they're saying that the energy of the inner world understands and grabs onto something. You spear yourself, you break open the Ganunga gap, and you look for potential. You bring potential in, but you don't purge it properly. You get stuck trying to release it. So if you, oh, I've done the wrong way around now. Can you see this format is here? And that these 2 pieces need to be brought into life. They need to be grown so that you can pass yourself through the trap. So we don't look at the 9 because that's the solution. We're looking first of all at how this trap plays out for you if you picked door 4. So it begins with spiral. So I'm picking up the energy of endless thoughts churning around, everything moving. It's like you can't, they're showing me like a carousel, and it's spinning and you can't get off the carousel, but every time you turn around, another ride has been added, another object, another, you know, a unicorn or a car or a spaceship, whatever it is. It's being pushed through endless thoughts, and you just don't know how to step off and move into a new energy. So that's where you begin this journey each time. All these potentials spinning around the carousel, spearing into you, and it's almost like you've got Santa's sack and you're just collecting all the toys, but you couldn't pick that up on your back and move, so you're trapped. So then, let go of them. The giveaway, this is very much constantly, yes, Sheila, we're working on door 4. You're going to pick the doors as we go through, and then I'll read them so that the order's all wrong. And it's also crown chakra. Crown chakra, thoughts whizzing around. So when you listen back to that sound healing, you need to think of the sound healing frequency as being able to cleanse your thoughts, being able to clear out all the dust, all those unnecessary thoughts. So Pluto energy is what I'm hearing. It's about a death and a rebirth, letting go. So, sorry, I'm going to try really hard to keep an eye on comments, just so that the whole reading takes so much longer and I melt even more. I have got a spare t-shirt, which has also got a nice little open neckline. So we might get a semi-naked reading, because I'm already wet and this is the thinnest shirt I own. And I had to buy that yesterday. So you have to let go. There's something about not being able to let go until the day before. So the 5th of October, I'm being told. Oh, look, it's 5 and 5. It's a point of change for you. If you've picked this gateway, the 5th of October, write it in your, write it in your calendars. And that's the day before Pluto comes out of the Ianus Plutonus. It's almost like this merry-go-round started on the 26th. It was when the full moon was in Sagittarius of April. I forget the date, but it feels like that merry-go-round's been going on and on since then. So the next one is, look, the Time Master. This is the last of your journeys of preparation, and this is a 12. So I'm also getting something to do with the 5th of December. So there's a period for you with this door that the tune will change. The carousel tune will begin to transform on the 5th of December, which is the day after the solar eclipse. So there's something for you to do with this Ianus Plutonus, that tunnel that was taking place between the 26th of April until it comes out on 6th of October. But from then, you're heading towards the Ianus Geminis, which starts on the 20th of November when there's the lunar eclipse, followed by the total solar eclipse. So, Time Master, what does the Time Master mean for you? It's really, the Time Master is about understanding how to break free of the relentless, ceaseless thought patterns that roll around and around and around. Hello, Penelope. Wassail. 5th of October and 5th of December. Yeah, 5-5. Oh, there's a feather's point on the cushion sticking right in my bum. Ow. Pain in the arse, that is. So he's 12 frequency, but he's the movement out of 12 frequency. He's the ability to shift and move. I quite like the fact that the lights behind keep growing and dropping. This is an important bit. So the Time Master, he's got a bit of a cheeky grin on him today. and he's willing you. Oh, Reem, he's telling you how to get out of the hangman frequency. You just had that daughter of wands symbol there, Reem, in your reading. He's got the key to it. So let's see how he applies that, or how you normally apply that into the outside world before you get trapped and return back to the spiraling carousel. Oh, I need this again. A little bit down there. I need like a makeup team just standing around me, or some people with very large fans. Right. This is coming across as a burning anxiety. It's just saying that there's some kind of burning heat that's building up. You've got so many thoughts going on that it's like you're constantly placing your head inside the bowl of fire, inside the new thoughts, and it's literally like being blinded with information. And it's a 19. It's an energy that you can turn into a 10, a completion and a new beginning, but somehow you're not able to see it in that way. So the next part from 8, because what happens, I haven't explained this very well, and I should have done it at the beginning. It's 1 + 1 is 2, so you go to card 2. 2 + 2 is 4. 4 + 4 is 8, card 8. 8 + 8 is 16, and you have to make a single digit, so that becomes 7, card 7. The beauty way. So there's something about this energy that's saying you have an anxiety about how to achieve the beauty way. It's almost like you've given yourself too many thoughts. And look, this is your door 4 number. This is the key to it, is your expectation of what you think this growing energy, this fractal from a single thought, as more and more get piled on and you keep going round and round and round. You can't seem to form any of the spiral into the actual petals of the lotus, which is your sacral, and the dragonfly transforming. So then 7 and 7 is 14, and you have to reduce that down to a single digit, which is 5. And that's the last part of your application before you return. So the last part of the trap is the magic. So let me just look at the format of these cards so that I can see what the magic is and why you get trapped. Okay, so the Time Master, I have to put it the right way around. They're at the base of this. He's your inner thoughts, and she's your application in the real world. It's like the magic of spirit is there, but you're not looking at it properly. You need to turn around and come out of 12 frequency. But at the moment, you don't seem able to look because you're blinded by all the thoughts on the carousel that are going round and round and round. So they're saying to me, stop trying to form the lotus of the beauty way. You've got to allow the magic itself to create it. You're trapped, as we said before, between this speared potential, that which you believe you're entitled to, and that which the cosmos wishes to give to you, the new day breaking. So let's look at what's missing, which is the 9, which is another rune. Oi! Towardness. The future. So this is Skald, and actually a second card came out with it, and I wouldn't normally take it, but I thought you could have it. So the second card that goes with it is Cosmic Light. Condal. So they're saying to me, it's the energy of cosmic magic being surrounding you, waiting to come to you to bring you a beauty way, but you keep seeing the light as some kind of fiery ulcer. They're saying to me, you keep looking for the negative in the positive. That's interesting. You keep looking for the negative in the positive. So I'm just going to ditch a 3 tarot down on there and see what help you have for this future. You need to clear up the future. Now, there was a reading I did which was the Norns, because Skald is one of the Norns. You can actually see this symbol applied twice gives you clearance. So this old version that you keep repeating needs to be replaced with a new version, but the old version doesn't go away. It's still up here. It's just that you need to apply a new version below. So you almost need to rewrite your dream of the future, but not in such a rigid way as you have before. I am just reading things you're saying. Hey, there's one. What else would you like to say? Oh, it's like it just wants to give you one very clear message. Self-power. So you've got to connect. Oh, you see, now that's interesting. When I first sang the bee, they were very clear, and I didn't say it to you, but about clearing the crown chakra and bringing that beat, I was doing it physically in the healing sound, down deep into the sacral. You've got to somehow, they're saying, pull your head out of your own arse and actually see yourself for who you really are. This fire, this burning desire to accept a beauty way it can't happen until you pass through the gateway. This is a gateway card, but you can't pass through that gateway. You'll sit in the courtyard of the gates of Ishtar, waiting constantly until you can sort out your sacral. And then a hummingbird will appear. So let me just, I know it said just one message, but I just need to give you a couple more cards. There's one. There's 2, but we'll just finish this. 3. Oh! So look, you have the tower, and they're saying self-induced tower moment. Self-induced tower moment that keeps creating a failure, and that's overthinking. Overthinking because you've got dust, you've got all kinds of detritus swirling your head that you don't need. And that's causing, they're saying it's causing the tower moments that they keep bringing to your life to help you to achieve this moment of magic, to lift you into a new future, to make the key for your new shadow door that's opening, to bring the light in, keeps failing because you are not giving away the shadows, the Plutonian shadows, the energies that you fear you're hanging on to, but you can change this. So let's just have a little look at what you're all saying. Yes, trust is really difficult, Suzanne. A really good way of doing it is to trust actually that people really want to help. I always wanted to help people, but when people wanted to offer me help, I wouldn't accept it because I wanted to do everything myself. And eventually I learned to accept help, and then the magic flows. So the tower moments are being blocked by your own inability to let go of your fears. And what's coming? 9 of Cups. It's beautiful happiness. I'm just going to have a quick dig down at that. So we've got Saturn, the Sun, and we've got Jupiter. Saturn, the Sun, and Jupiter. Oh, you see, now that's really interesting. So we said Pluto comes out of retrograde on the 5th, 6th, And that's followed by Saturn, who's been controlling and restricting you, giving you the failures. And then Jupiter comes out on the 18th or 19th. They're coming out together in October, in balance season. And that's when you will get this chance to reform and purge your energies of the past that you can't look at properly, to clear the gateway into your future. And I'm going to say this again. You can only dream up a future, but you can't make it an exact vision until it's in the past and you can look at it. So think of it as a tapestry. You can have an idea for a tapestry or a painting or a drawing, but it isn't until you sit down and actually draw it that you eventually complete it and it's in the past for you to see. The only aspect of creating a better life for yourself is every step, every brushstroke, every stitch that you take now. So that's your reading, door 4. Cool. So let's get the cards back and then we'll have a look. I'm not going to put the sound cards back in because we need them to always be different. Oh, put that deck down upside down. Let's put the runes all back in separate places. Someone the other day mentioned the song Toot Sweet from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I'm thinking Toot Sweat, like always sweating since we got it. I did go out for a walk yesterday, and rather miraculously, I didn't have to change shirt halfway down the road. But today, the humidity is pressing again. So, pick a door, 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6. 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 And I need to write down when we've picked it. 6. I saw 6 first. Sorry, I'm just doing it that quickly. So 6 is at 32. 42. Oh my God, we're going to be here 3 hours just doing 6 doors. I'll have melted by then. Right, door 6. Quicker. I've got to towel down again. Oh. Secretly, I'm loving this humidity. Look at my beautiful skin. So let's go through. Let's get a sound healing note for this, people. Door 6. A sound healing note for door 6. Oh, I need to show you door 6. Hang on. Where? Oh, look, my iPad's broken as well. Everything, it's all got moisture in. This is door 6 with a little green background and a whole host of very beautiful, or you can see a reflection of me in it. And a whole host of very beautiful, there's the door and a door and a door and a door. That feels like that's part of your message. Door and a door and a door and a door. Something to do with a bit Saturnian, lower heart chakra frequency. Bit like this mint behind. If Saturn comes out of these cards now, we can all laugh. Do you know, I do need a rain dance, except we did have rain, but we haven't had it since. I am glowing, Penelope, glowing really hot. So let's have that one. Hey, look, lower heart. You sigh, the songs begin, you speak and I hear violins. It's magic. Bit Doris Day. I love that song, It's Magic, but that was magic. That was magic. Tell me that was magic. So F, lower heart chakra, connection to the real world is what we're healing here. So, where's F? I'm going to shuffle the cards just to speed this up. Get that tire fixed. Stephanie, get it fixed. Yes, Penelope, it was magic. Right, so we've got the 3 and the 6. That's your trap. It'll be interesting, Eve, to see if Patrick picks door 6. Oh my God, he did. I said to him I was doing the doors last night, and I sent him an image of the doors, and he said for some reason he was drawn to door 6. Patrick, it's Saturn. Sorry, back to the healing. Stop distracting me. This card's bent up. I'm going to put it down as the solution. Oh, I thought for one brief minute then I could hear wind, but I can hear it, I just can't feel it. Right, now, quickly, people. Shamanic or Odin and the 9 realms? Shamanic, Odin and the 9 realms. Shamanics, Odin and the 9 realms. Odin, shamanics, Odin. Someone tell me quickly, shamanics. We're on the shamanics again. No one likes Odin today. He's not popular in Mexico. Although Odin, he was believed to have been here and appeared to people in Mexico, in older cultures. And I've been reading a lot about the Mayans. I don't know anything about it yet, but shamanic rhymes with magic. And there's a lot of parallels between the Norse mythology and the Mayan mythology. So, the trap. We're now doing card number 1 is there. Card number 2, this is the inner journey. There's 2. Card number 4, this is all coming very quick. Whoa, they're rapid. Card number 8. Oi, I saw that one. Card number 8. 7, we want card number 7 now. Yeah, Hercules probably did go to Thailand. They've been all over the place. Oh, thank you, Ariel. Yeah, my PayPal link is in the description box for donations so that I can stay here and visit nice temples and eat food. I'm going to try and make tamales later. I know, Sheila, I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. I can't tell you how many links. It's like showing us all the time that they're archetypal energies that just become translated by different cultures, but it feels like there's the same energetic godhead behind each of them. Yeah, I know, tamales. I've got my corn leaves, I've got my corn flour. I'm making them with peppers and mushrooms, and then I'm going to use a colander to steam them over a pan. I'm going to tie them up with the little bits of string that I made from the corn leaves. I know, I made tamales in Peru. Well, I didn't, my Peruvian friend did, and I just tied them up. This time I'm doing it. So, oh, I nearly looked at that card. That's number 7. We just need card number 5. Hey, that one was a real... So, here we go. What is your trap, people? It's that. Ooh, though, look. What is that as a trap? Lagoon, cosmic ocean, and elven light, Lefruma. That's really fascinating. I'm seeing the elven ring. See, you should have gone with Odin. Right, I'm going to have to turn the cards over because as a trap, I can't read that. I know it's taking this, it's like the spirit of higher frequency beings is offering you the heart chakra frequency, but there's something about it that's not able to be translated into the real world. So I'm just going to look, because sometimes you need the whole story. Okay, so this is working slightly differently to how a Tesla trap usually works. Ordinarily, the first three cards will tell you that what the energy is that you're working on in your inner mind, and the second set of cards, the second three, 8, 7, and 5, are how you apply that energy to the real world. What's interesting here is that actually there's something about divine timing. The second set of cards is elven light. The first set of cards is the cosmic oceans. This is like the end. This isn't a trap within you. This is a trap within time, within space, within the dimensions that just works differently. So it begins with you in this energy of lightning, being lit up, being transformed, being empowered by air energy. This is saying that this moment now, and it's zucchini bread. This is air epoch. This is striking you in the heart. It's like the energy of air, the energy of swords, the energy all around you at the moment is trying its utmost to strike your heart with this minty green energy to connect you to the natural world in a different way. They're saying you couldn't connect to the world previously because it just wasn't the right time to do this. And now there's a sense of the elven light being here to help guide you to something. So we have Pachamama. So, you see, that's interesting. It's 30, 40, and 50. You've got the Pachamama snail. She was there the other day. She's back. It is a time trap, but it's 30, 40, 50. This is moving in the right direction, except the 50, and it goes 30, 40, and then the 50 comes at card 7, the application outwards. But that's to do with the spiraling of the elven light. We'll get to that. So Pachamama look, this is the old frequency of the dirty old toxic earth. And she's bringing in new inspiration. It's like the mountains themselves are awakened. Pachamama is the earth goddess, the mountain goddess. And actually in a lot of South American cultures, when they first introduced Catholicism, when the conquistadors arrived, they used to paint the Virgin Mary in total 3 dimensions, hands, face, but her dress was just a triangle to represent Pachamama, and so very kind of flat. So there's something about the earth. They're saying the earth is bringing some kind of water sorcery. I know I've got an obsession with water sorcery at the moment, but there's something about water sorcery. I think I think you're going to understand in a bit, Eve, why it's going to make you. So it's like waters rising from the base of the planet itself, like spring waters. It's like here they have cenotes, which are all these big mystical pools, and apparently underneath them is a mystical river feeding them all. I just need a bit of water. So the cosmic ocean is actually moving beneath the earth, beneath your feet. And what's fascinating is it's trying to get you to understand, to meditate, to form, to feel that you have reached the very peak. It's like Pachamama is going to carry you up your own holy mountain. And this is 25, isn't it? Yeah, 25, which is a 7, a very spiritual number. And yes, it is, emotions are programming water, but it's like the water itself, is it Micah or Mika? Micah, I'm going to say, is the water's already programmed. It's been programmed by the lightning that's hit the earth. And it's changed, it's almost, it's saying like the air energy is bringing cosmic emotions down into the water of the world. Like a kind of a river that's passing through, like dragon lines, the energies of the earth. It's not just about the river of the water itself, but it's about the magnetic lines of the earth grid are bringing you frequencies to lift you to the top of your holy mountain. Now, what are the elven rings? The elven ring energy. Now, an elven ring for me is a collective consciousness of billions of higher dimensional beings who provide a comfort, a frequency, a stability to people, to the world, and they're bringing this new energy because we're now in Earth epoch. But it's got that sense of sorcery coming in. So we've got, this is, you see, they're wanting me to say cosmic sorcery, because this is an energy that's being brought in, but because remember, we're dealing in Saturn, we're dealing in the energy of the natural world, it's got to be translated through a kind of Pachamama worship. And it's bringing a sort of a newness to the emotional fluidity of blood. Everything that courses through us and courses through the world is being energetically changed. And it's fractals that are out there spiraling around and around. It's interesting that this is connected to the last one. They're sort of saying that part of this reconnection that we're making to the natural world, the grounding, Reem, it's the grounding. It's the mystic river. This is the grounding. This is the energy of the hanged man coming down and being grounded. And that's so interesting, because to ground yourself, you've got to reach your peak of spiritual appreciation of the natural world somehow. And the elven light, this is really interesting. You can see the parallels between the elven light card and the rattle. If you make space in your heart to reach up, as they're saying, to almost in sun worship, to bring the sun through you into the trees, into the plants, is some kind of way in which you then can bring, you can create a space within your heart for the elven ring to open your heart fully to the magic of the natural world. So what's missing? Oh, it is a time destiny. See, look, it's your. This is Jormungandr. This is a stitch in time, a destined point on your pathway, all our pathways. It's like, this is the eel, the world serpent, The world serpent is the giant snake Jormungandr, who wraps himself all the way around the entire cosmos and all the way around the waters of the world to cleanse us. And we're always told that he's a dark, shadowy creature. And in truth, he's a creature of beauty and brightness that brings about a new dawn. So let's just have some tarot to go in with that. That was beautiful. Oh, I'm kind of needing to lead these. I'm going to show you them because they've fallen on specific cards. I just need another one. Oh, there we go. So first card that has fallen is about this magical sorcery energy being a new beginning, being a fiery new start. This is reminding me of this is kind of talking about that moment. At the point at which we're meant to reach this destined point, it will explode with magical inspiration, fiery joy. I keep thinking it's raining, and if it does, I have to close the doors or it leaks everywhere. So this is what's interesting. This card of the Five of Cups, that sense of disappointment and change, being just a really hollow thought, but there's something about how until this point that's coming, you have moments of sensing doubt and fear and a notion that you're disappointed in what the cosmos is gifting towards you. And yet the cosmos is really trying to gift such amazing beauty to you. I'm being transfixed by noises all around me. There's a lot of strange spirits in this place I'm staying in. So also with the sorcerer is this Eight of Swords, which in the Wild Unknown deck is the butterfly with the swords. But what's interesting about this one is it's about a kind of the 6 swords that you've been trying to move on from are blocked because there's 2 swords stuck in the ground. And that's what's really interesting here. This energy of air. There's a sword here in this card that's very much about this point. This lightning that's hitting your heart, that's bringing you into this Saturn-led F frequency to connect more with the world around you, has been blocked. It's been blocked until this point because it wasn't needed. These 2 swords lift out and everything can cascade away to bring that elven light in. And then the last card that came, 6 of Wands. You're on fire, you're lit up, and there's a sense of victory. Feeling really, really beautiful, but it won't happen until it's the right moment for you in your journey. I would suggest, I would normally say trees with Pachamama, but I'm talking stones, rocks, mountains, crystals. We got there in the end. Crystals, you need crystals. I'm just going to, on this one, I'm going to ask Odin for a final message. What's the final message, please, Odin? Look, it's elven light coming down to the mountains. It's a promise, but it's breaking out of 12 frequency, because this is Asgard. Asgard is a walled citadel kingdom, heaven. And it's breaking free from that and bringing the Bilrost energy, and the Bilrost in the Raw Runes that we're working on represents the journey home, the journey back to the self. So that's really beautiful. It's a journey back to yourself, but it's having a time lock on it. But you need to work with the mountains. I don't mean you've got to go to a mountain. Work with crystals, connect with the stones. I want to say look out for a pebble that talks to you and take that pebble and work with it. And when you finish working with it, take the pebble back to where you found it to honor Pachamama. Don't just take it like over there. There's a table full of seashells. They need to be back in the sea. It's all very well to look at them as something very beautiful, but they don't belong to us. Have them be custodians of them to learn from things. Like I take my crystals and I give them back to the earth. When I go to significant places, sacred places, I return them. So, sorry, that's that reading. Let me have a look at what you're saying. So I wasn't paying attention. And I told myself I would pay attention. I'm loving Mexico, Catherine. I really love it. I feel like my energy is meant to be here. It's got all over excited and magical here. So look, I'm going to say, Mbole, that I'm going to do door 3 next, since you've just written it down there. Because that's the kind of way in which we work here. Oh no, Elven Light's got stuck to the table because I've sweated all over it. Yes, we're doing door 3 next, people. Let me put all the other cards back. And then we'll pick a healing tone. That's okay, Mbole. I like to look up at the screen at the right moment and see the messages from the people that need to hear what they need to hear. Right, that's those ones back. I'm so glad we went to that Odin because it gave that confirmation magic of the Villoldo, the Bifrost. I'm so hot. Oh, I'm glad, Eve. Right, let's get this door open. I wish I could open all the doors here. Right, let's show you the door 3. Oh, look, it's just above. 3 and 6, we've gone 6 to 3. So I need to write down the time, 57:24. 57:24. Right, this is door 3. It's pink. Although it's every color because it's hiding its truth. But on the thumbnail, you'll notice it's a beautiful pink door with a soft green. And then it's got a kind of tungsten-y petrol blue down at the bottom. And the door itself is green. It feels a bit like a connection between the higher and lower heart chakras. But seriously, I can hear a biplane. If Venus comes out now, we just know that Mexico is super magical. And we're supposed to be here doing all this. We are supposed to be here doing all this. So we're just moving the cards around. And then I'm going to flick and pull. Mars, C, root chakra. So I'll give you a C. This is all of your molecules. Every single part of you, all of your bones, all the atoms and the molecules that make you are all owned by the earth. And so when we resonate a C, I'm trying to get in and shake all of your molecules. I need to do another dab. Whew, still very warm. So this is C, all your molecules. I'm going to shuffle while I'm doing this. That's powerful. There's a siren outside. This one's got a lot of truth in it, this message. Not that the other ones were lies. I just mean there's something coming through in this one. The thumbnail, Ariel, is it's actually on before you start the video. So tell me, people, would you like Shamanics or Odin and the Nine Realms? That was a bad idea. That just went all down me. I thought I would give water sorcery sounds. Shamanic, I saw the word shamanic, and then I saw Odin, shamanic. Okay, we're in Mexico. Maybe we'll just stick with the shamanics for all of these. Sorry, Tianlin, no one likes Odin. I do. Well, actually, that's not true. I like all the ladies in Norse mythology. I like the Valkyrie. There's a group here that are called the Coatlicue. And Coatlicue was the mother goddess of the Mayan culture. And she has an entourage of kind of like Valkyrie figures. And I'm looking forward to connecting with them. So, Mars. Oh, that one came out. Whee! Kate Blanchett's in the house. So, can we please have card 2? Oh, that one went across. Oh, it's got 2 and it's got 4. Now let's have 8, 7, and 5. That one got stuck to my hand. Look. Oi! Right, so now we've got, there's a lot of sirens going on. Must be a drug raid. Right, so let's begin with your trap. Your trap is, here it comes, this. Oi, look. Oh, look, I've made the Hemphorel bleed. That's interesting. Look, part of your trap, this feels like it's moving on from the last reading. That is the Bifrost, the journey home. And that's where you begin, the Gununga gap. Interesting. The trap is the journey. There's something about door 3 that's, it's like you can't see the journey. You're looking for the goals. So, the trap. It's what's between. I feel like what I'm going to tell you now is what's between. It's not like a trap as such. It is a trap. But it's the complete journey. I mean, look at the difference between the Gununga gap, the void, the seed. Oh, seed. I forgot to say seed. It's seed. See, look, this is your water garden rim. You were on that one. You were all over that just now. And the Bifrost, the Hemphoreld, is that magical frequency of returning to yourself. Yes, the seed from the hangman's pocket. So we have Kate Blanchett here. This is the council. This is Elven Ring. We're getting a lot of Elven Ring. I'm calling them Elven Ring, but something tells me that in the Mayan, that this is an energy frequency of the Coatlicue. I don't know much about them, but I'm being told to not call them Elven Ring here, but to call them Coatlicue. They're behind a veil, and we are going to run into them, apparently. So that's just fascinating in itself. They're before, they're 11. They're before... saying we tied Odin up. They're like, we got him and we tied him up by his ankles. We put him in a tree and we said to him, we've given you everything you need. We've given you all the wisdom. We've given you all the knowledge, everything you could possibly need as seeds from within the Gununga gap. And you're not sharing them with anybody, you bugger. So that's what the Coatlicue are saying. Oh, there's a really fierce kind of energy from them. Hello, Ellen Wassail. Yeah, this is really fun. I think Mole, you brought this down on me. So yeah, this is very Mayan energy coming through, which is interesting because even if we'd have used the Odin cards, we still would have got that frequency because there's archetypes that mix in. So what do we have as the second step? Look, it's weird. The Holy Mountain. These are linking in. These are like doors within doors. If you pick 3, you've got to pick another door. You can't just do this door. This is the opening. This is the outer journey. Door 3 is the Ianus Plutonus. It's the bigger journey. And inside there's an Ianus Geminus, a smaller tunnel that comes between the 20th of December, where it comes every time there's an eclipse season, whether it be between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, or whether it be between a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. So the one coming in December starts with a lunar eclipse and is followed by a total solar eclipse. I was born after a total solar eclipse in the tunnel moving to a total lunar eclipse. So they switch around, but they're repeating stories and energies. Yeah, I do think all the doors are linked. It's like a hall of mirrors. It's like a 6-sided pentagon, a hexagon, and you work on your shadows, you mold a new key, you open the door, and then you walk into the next room, and it's now a pentagon, and there's only 5 doors, and you work through that one till you get into the 4 of Pentacles, the gates of Ishtar, that was in the first reading. And then you move through that one with the hummingbird, and you'll find yourself in a triangle. There's the Gununga gap, that's the diamond square shape. So moving to a higher frequency is what I'm being told. So Peggy, you're going to have to do door 3 followed by door 2. So reaching a higher frequency, you're being guided to the whole point of a journey in life is to raise your frequency. Okay, that's what I'm being told. The Grottaglia-Maldonado are saying the whole point of life is to reach a higher frequency and don't question it, flow with it. So, I love this card so much. Oh, but they're talking to me about heart sacrifice. Now that's really interesting. But they're saying it wasn't what you thought it was. It wasn't what you thought it was. It's about it. So I'm hearing from them that it became when Odin energy, when the energy of that's why he was hung up by his ankles, because he distorted the truth. It's about the higher frequency of raising your heart from the ravages of earth life, they're saying. All of your molecules, that's what Mars energy represents within us, is all of the molecules that belong to the earth were being misused. And the truth is to raise the frequency of your heart to bring you back to yourself. That is the journey home. So, next card. Oh, look, from 5, we're getting this message again. Love is the beauty way. And the beauty way begins when you love yourself, because this is the sacral blossoming. It's like a message saying, you've all been misunderstanding the truth of love, the truth of humankind, the truth of ancestors. We've applied the wrong knowledge to the whole of our earthbound experiences. That's how you get that. Through love. Okay, so Grottaglia-Maldonado are I'm seeing the Coatlicue, the Elven Ring, however you want to see them. They're closing their eyes and they're just bowing their head down in a kind of really supremely gentle acknowledgement that we're hearing this message. Okay, so the next part after the beauty way is, oh, you see, look, it couldn't be more beautiful. Look, it's Taming of the Wind. 5-4, Divine 9, followed by 5-5. 5-4-5-5. It's absolutely so glorious. If you can self-love, if you can rewrite all of what the world has put on you, around you, all those structures, hanging Odin up by his ankles because he just wouldn't share the love, the beauty way. He locked his own beauty way. He locked everything up for his own energies. If you can let that go, you tame the wind of time, of dimensions, of everything. You allow yourself to move into a completely different energy. That's so beautiful. I'm so looking forward to going to these Mayan temples and learning more about their philosophy, because I know nothing about it. I'm just picking up this Coatlicue energy now. Oh, and you'll see and understand all. He's 45. 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. This is a message of divine nines, completions and change. They're showing me 4 shields. They're showing me 4 shields. Maybe for the 4 directions, the 4 sides of a pyramid. Seriously, 4, 5. No, yeah, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. I need to just look at that a minute. Hang on. Look, it's a palindrome. You can at any point, a palindrome is something that's the same the other way around. 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5 is the same when you write it the other way. If you write it down, you'll see the same numbers. Everything that you've ever imagined that you can't break through, everything you believe to be true can also be rewritten. It's a mirrored frequency, but you have to know the point, at which you open your eyes and see the truth. Thank you, Coatlicue. I do love you, Coatlicue. So seeing through the delusions, but they're delusions societal, they're delusions of the self, they're delusions of energetic frequencies, somehow they're saying. And that's this energy of rising your heart chakra up so that you can see over the top of the mountain that blocks you. So what's the solution? It's just going to be a card that says 4 and 5. It's Apple Bearer. Remuted Apple Bearer. So Apple Bearer is to bear fruit, but to make an offer to they're saying making an offer to the old gods, to the old archetypes, to the old energies, to that which you thought was asleep and gone is waking back up. But as it wakes up, it only wakes up, rather, as you wake up to your inner truth. And it's about rooting all of this new love energy into the earth, into every molecule that you have. Beautiful. Oh, look, and they've just shown me another little joke. The first 2 cards are 1, 1, 2, 5. 1, 1 and 2 is 4. It's another 4, 5. Just broken down into a different frequency that's not, they're saying, not seen as its absolute truth, which is a 4, 5. To see it, to sear it as its absolute truth, it's broken down into fragments. That's beautiful. So, and what? Oh, that's beautiful too. Look, I'm not going to pull any more on this one. That's so beautiful. Door 3. It's to be fully emotionally 10 of cups. Everything within you bearing fruit. Every aspect, every molecule is shining a light on every other molecule. It's so beautifully magical. And it's a 10. It's a completion and a new beginning. And yeah, it's satiety. At the bottom of the card. That very difficult word. It's satiated, to be satiated, but it's satiety. Say it with me. Satiety. Right, that's that one. So let's move on to the next door. So we've got left 1, 2, and 5. 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 Love comes within. Yes, but you got to love yourself first, and then the Grottaglia will work with you. I'm looking forward to meeting the Grottaglia. They sound very interesting. She is the mother of the gods, and she wears a snake skirt. And the snake skirt is said to represent the frequency of the earth. So that's interesting as well. Definite Grottaglia going on there. So, got to do door 2. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Ariel, we'll get to 5. We're going to do 2. We're going to do 2 because it comes after 3, apparently. Because somebody, I can't remember who it was now, picked doors. Yeah, so sorry, what have we done? We've done, and I don't remember the order, door 4, door 6, door 3. So door 6 was first, that was 32 minutes 40, no, door 4 was first at 7 minutes 30-ish. I want to be a bit wrong. And then door 6 is 32 minutes 42 seconds. Door 3 is 57 minutes and 24 seconds. And door 2 is 11818. So that's nice. 11818. Nice. So door 2. Oh, hang on. We need, first of all, we need a sound healing that goes with door 2. Right, so a sound. Oh, I need to show you door 2. See, look, it's so complicated. I've got to try and get this done before it gets dark in here. Oh, look, and it's 1441 here. I love that number. Sasha will be impressed if she's picked door 2 because she sees 1414 all the time. Oh, I love this door. So this is the brown door with all the ornate carvings on. And it's got like a very soft sky blue, although obviously we're doing acid as we prepare for which energy center we're going with. So, put that over there. Oh, just have a little bit of a towel down. This is so wet. And I don't want to do a striptease. Not today. We'll save that for another day. Wow, 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 wow. Right, so what are we having as the healing? What are we having as the healing tone? You see, if you make songs up, you can't get done for it. Right, so what are we having as the healing tone? We're having, what is that? It's upside down. G sharp, Mercury, the throat. I knew this one was going to come out, Reem, because this is the one that inspired me to put these in. And I drew these cards up, especially after watching Reem and saying she was trying to purge her throat. Get ready to purge, baby. So, throat chakra, Mercury going retrograde on the 27th, last one to join. And Mercury, if you remember the last reading, he's bringing a cosmic gift. So there might be a cosmic gift behind this door. So it's also A flat, in case I didn't mention that. I can't see these tiny words with my glasses on. G sharp. Eve, I'm really focusing on you. Yeah, that got really, really big, that vibration then. It needed that little bit of wiggly wobbly. Right, I don't know what to do now, but there's 4 cards. I feel like I need to put 2 down there and 2 up there. I'm just going with it, because they fell out. So, throat chakra, Mercury. Are we doing Odin? Odin and the 9 realms, or are we doing the shamanic again? Odin, shamanic, Odin, shamanic. I'm really glad. I felt a connection to you, I have to say, Eve. There was a moment when it just grew. To begin with, I could feel a really sharp pain in my throat, and then it moved. Odin, Mbole's on the game here, and I want to do a little bit of Odin. Hey! Odin, Freya, Thor, and Frigg. Right, let's get some cards. I'm so pleased, Eve. Oh, first one on the throat is telling me immediately that you're hanging on to something that you need to say and let out of you. What's the second card? I'm not meant to look yet. And there's the 4th one. We've got another card to add to the mix. Number 8 next. Number 8 next. Number 8. Actually, got 8 and 7. And now number 5. Didn't get one. We've got one facing the wrong way. Right. Thank you. Is it Misty? Thank you, Misty. Right, here we go. What are the the energies around you. Oh, you got 3. I forgot that. To hold my hands differently and surprise us all with the reading. Here we go. The energies are these ones. Ooh, they're interesting. What's that? Sap, impassioned, what's up? And then we've got cosmic ocean, lagoon. Oh, and burst out. This is about speaking out. This is about knowing something inherently within you and voicing it. So, yeah, the sap's rising. It's interesting that, look, they're showing me this as like a tickle in the throat. This is what you should be. This clarity to bring up something through your sound box and to release it. And this is like something stuck within the throat. A need to voice something that feels dark. And then if you just let it open, the light will come back on. Hooray! And it did. So, Isa. This is the ice giant. This is something formulated so long ago, so far in the past. It's a cold, icy energy. Oh, God. A cold, icy energy. I remember them once. That's so beautiful. Misty, I didn't think you were a man. I thought Misty was a, It's interesting because I saw the fog, Niflheimir, on the base of the deck. It's from the fog, from the frozen ice crystals that you create new life. But there's something about this, that burning sharpness is where the heat needs to be applied to ease the ice that's stuck within the throat. In the Muse Tarot, the 5 of Cups is ice crystals waiting to be melted. So what I'm getting, it's like an old energy that needs purging. An old energy that needs purging. I need a bit more water myself. You must hydrate when there's vast humidity. Oh, look, the sun's just come back out. There must have been a cloud going over. I don't know if anyone's any much of an expert on Mexican spring water, but I can only find Spanish water here. I can't find like Mexican mineral water. The trouble with drinking water is it makes you sweat more. So, look, there's a bigger picture, there's a bigger code. It's hugging and munning. So, hugging and a thugging. So, you see, now I'm being told necklace. It's like a choker. It's like being hanged man frequency in many ways, but literally just the noose around the neck, the tightness of the throat needing to be released. And there's a code attached. But they're showing me the code as Odin's 2 birds, but not as 2 blackbirds, as a blackbird and a white bird, as extremities of fear and love, as extremities of yin and yang. That somehow you've got to, it's like this code, each code unlocks something that's a bit wider, and then that unlocks something that's a bit wider, and slowly you're opening each layer to release a truth that's trapped within you, that you need to outbursten, you need to burst out from. So, look, we have Odal. This is the first letter of Odin's name. This is original birthright. It's like there's something written in your frequency that is this ice crystal that's stuck, and that the sap, the warmth, the energy of truth needs to rise up within you. And you can't birth this birthright because it's this noose around your neck. It's really fascinating. But this is all internal. This is all trapped within your own energies, but meant to be trapped. It's not like you could have changed something about this. It had to be there. So let's move on to where it's going. Oh, look. It says there couldn't be petrol. This is to let something out entirely. It's like an expansion of the senses, but it's not coerve. It's pear tree. So, you see, I'm hearing that bird, and I'm thinking of the partridge in a pear tree. But the bird's insistent on singing faster and faster and faster. It's doing like a whistle. It's not changing its tune. It's just insistent on this same single truth that's locked inside you that needs to come out. That will help you to take flight, but there's something about seeing something better with your third eye at that point. And it brings you to bliss, vend. This is to sail on a happy ocean, but they're drawing my attention to what was a frozen ocean to what's a fluid ocean. Literally, your throat chakra, the bird's now got more notes. It just went. So you need to burst out. You need to melt the river. You need to take that ice crystal that's caught here, and it needs to have sap, warmth, truth applied to it to unpick it, to break it free, so that you can move from this energy to this energy, a cosmic ocean, an energy of fluidity that's moving through things. And you riding like this boat, sailing on that energy, but at the moment you're still, because that truth is not spoken, you're gripped to the ice crystal that needs melting. Hey! And it's done. Inner biome happiness, body happiness. It's almost, you see, we had the bigger picture, undo the code. There were two energies. There was the truth and there was the stuck untruth. The ice crystal. When this is unlocked, it's like life begins again. Hola, Rob Odinson. I'm sweating, Rob. So this is to do with inner body biome story. I don't want the solution yet. I need some cards on that, because Idun's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works. Because it's like a body truth. It's let's just see. That's just interesting, because it's when I see Idun, she's inner health. She's the biome. It's usually like an aspect of creating a connection between your mind, your body, and your spirit, and your biome. There's more bacteria in you than there are human cells, and yet we ignore it. So it's something about feeding yourself better as well. But the whole of the reading is about speaking a truth. So what's he done? She's, you see, they're talking about snow and apples. Like frozen apples, like the apples, you can't reach the apples of health. There's still that sense of something being frozen in the Niflheimr fog. surrounded by stones, and the stones are representing like poor food choices somehow. I'm not trying to say that you got a bad throat because you're not eating properly, but there's something very odd going on. We have the Eight of Cups. Your biome's toxic, but it does match the back very beautifully. So there's something, again, that needs to be cleansed, to be purged. You know, we're talking about, they're showing me images of red apples and green apples and saying it's not about the colors of the food. It's about the intention of the food that you eat. Snow makes you think of cherries. They are very cherry. Right, what do we have here? Look. So we have adjustments need to be made, 8-8 frequency. Adjustments need to be made. Changes need to be made. You're almost saying you've got to accept the need to detox. Yes, cherry pits are poisonous in certain varieties. That's why they tell you to not let your dogs eat them when they fall off trees. I think it's more the ornamental cherries that have arsenic in the seeds, I believe. I mean, there's 8 orbs. There's something to do with 8 orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like you've got too much of something. You're eating too much of something. There's something that's like a favorite comfort food, they're saying, but it's tipping you into the wrong balance. It's making your energy uncomfortable. I've forgotten what door this is. I didn't hold the door up on the screen, but I think it's meant to be door 2, and I've written it on the wrong one. So there's something again. They're showing me that energy of deceiving yourself, tricking yourself, not being honest with yourself. That's what's creating this. It's not being honest with yourself. Oh, cyanide in apples. It's like all the fruit and veg, they're just like an Agatha Christie novel waiting to happen. And then we have, I mean, look, toxic. It's, don't deceive yourself, but they're saying you just counted down like the 8 food groups. You've counted down the 8 food groups. You've taken out one of those comfort foods. You've got it down to 7. That's not enough. You've got to go further. You've got to create. You've got to adjust to a new language of inner emotions. They're saying turtle soup as a laugh. You can get mock turtle soup. There's not turtles. There's something to do with it. It's like you've got to recreate. There's something about the food you eat is not your original birthright. It's a birthright that's being pushed on you, that's being heaped upon you by outside influences, and you've got to outburst in. You've got to break through. You've got to break through your food patterns. This is really weird. So now we're going to turn the 2 cards that are the solution. Oh, I've made my cards so wet they're all getting... I'm going to have to make a new deck soon because the pens are blurring. Look, ripen fruits. So ripen and mature. To grow, you need the watcher, the animal guide. This is really interesting. Gonna have to throw some more cards on that one. So there's something about eating immature foods. Like I never eat green peppers Oh, yes, that's right, Reem. I recommended kamut grain because it's better for your body because it's from the area that you live in. Oh, yeah, you see, all those sucrose sugars and things, they're. And I have to say, when I arrived in Cancun, I've never tasted foods that are so ridiculously sweet. And I'm not a great sugar eater, I'm always a savory, but even just anything just packed with too much sugar. I found a baker's here, and he actually makes things with very little sugar in, and I had a nice little snack there the other day. But there's something about the watcher is saying watch what you eat. Your animal guide is saying watch what you eat, which is interesting for me because I have flies and they sit on anything and sick up on it. But there's something about, I don't eat green peppers because they're unripe. They hurt. I know, I know, Danielle, but I want to say that actually I feel like a lot of the food in Cancun was very American, and it's slightly different here in Mérida. But yeah, we do need. Look, I'm not someone that says sugars are killer and horrible. It's just the amounts that you eat. This is about an imbalance of biome, and somehow the imbalance. It's not that whole energy of freezing. It's like freezing out whole layers of your microbiome in your gut. So you need to change something. You need to eat, you need to ripen, you need to mature in your eating habits. You need to watch what you're eating. So let's just throw at the end a shamanic on the watcher and the animal guide, the ripen and mature. Okay, so we've got sear and standstill. Can you not see that your gut bacteria has reached a standstill point? Your gut bacteria is no longer growing. You need more fermented foods within you. You need a greater variety. To set sail and soar and fly, you need to look at your gut bacteria. You need to find bliss between you and the bacteria that support how your entire body functions and works. So that's door 2 that was deceiving ourselves. We're going to move on to door 2 or 5. No, 1 or 5. 1 or 5. See, I'm still under that self-deception. 1 or 5. 1 or 5. 1 or 5. I'm so sorry, Catherine, but I can't see what you've been saying, but I'll have a look back later. 1 and 5. There's 5 from Crystal Means. So we're going with door 5. We're going to end with door 1, which is fun. Actually, look, 5 and 1. Can I just say 5 and 1 is working as a very personal message for me at the moment. It's following me around everywhere. In terms of addresses, it's the date of my mother's birthday. It was the number of the bus that I was on. It's just, I'm loving all the numerological magic that's surrounded me ever since I arrived in a town where all the roads are numbered with numbers. North and south are even, and east to west are odd numbers. And it's very easy if you want to go somewhere, you just go, it's on that road number in between that one. I like it. Right, so we are doing door number 5, and we're on 14455. 14455. See, now that's linking into that reading we just did with all the 4s and the 5s. It's all magical. Right, so we need a tone. So let's just find a tone. Let's find a tone. Tone for this door. What will we get? Oh yeah, I will show the door, show the door, show the door. I didn't show you the door. There goes the light. Right. Where's the picture? Picture. Oh, it's gone down. Oh, this is the orange and green ratty-tatty. This is the shabbiest door of all. Are you the picker of shabby things? So there's the door. Right, so here we go. Pick a tone, 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 la la. Is Pluto, C sharp, D flat. It's the spine healing. Maybe our spines are all a bit shabby. Mine's been doing some weird stuff lately. It feels like it's about to shift and unlock. Oh, so wet. So let's get C sharp, D flat for spine. I need to move Mercury. I'm telling you, it is a wet t-shirt contest. And yeah, we love a chip. We don't call them fries, we call them chips, Peggy. And actually, I know we call them French fries, but in France and Belgium, they have an argument because the Belgians say they invented them and that they're Belgian fries, but the French say they're French fries. Either way, they're all chips, and we love a potato. So we've got 3 cards. I'm going to go back to that singing while I shuffle, but before I go back to that, are we going to have... I know I'm winning because this shirt's so thin, I'm beginning things are showing through. So, Odin and the 9 realms, all the shamanics. So, I'm just going to go like that. Look, do you want me to go with Nilvalir or the deck that's got... Oh my God, look, it's the Holy Mountain again. Sheila, I love a potato. You need to go to Peru. That's where the potato comes from. You have no idea. They have varieties we've never heard of. And somehow they don't sell them anywhere else in the world. Their chips are made with these yellow potatoes and the outside is really crispy. And then the outside falls off and the inside is like candy floss, yellow candy floss. Right, so Penelope said, shamanics. Shamanics. I'm going to go back to the C sharp. Because we need a bit more spine healing. Right, we've got all the cards. They've been all over the place. For some reason I was told to look at the bottom. Corn, maize. Just to remind me that I'm making tamales if I ever finish this reading. Oh, I want some of your potatoes then, please, Sheila. Right, so here is the frequency of your trap or story? Oh, hang on, that one's upside down. Oh, you see, now they're saying to me, you just can't find the direction that you need to go in to reach your destiny. So, yes, corn, potatoes, it's all about food. Well, the last one was, this one's something about not being able to find the fluidity, the direction of your journey. This is about an energy of being confused, but this is very spinal, tap. It's 11 frequency. Turn the dial up to 11. I'm seeing this seed being dropped within you, and the change in direction, but the seed not moving with you, which is very similar to Reem earlier about moving the seed. You need to move the seed. So let's look at Holy Mountain again, people. So we're beginning with soul retrieval. So this is about not coming out, or coming out and going back in, changing direction. It's like repeat butterfly frequency, chrysalis frequency, over and over and over and over again. They're saying moth frequency, because moths head to the light and then they just bang into the light and they don't ever learn. They just keep doing it over and over again. There's something you're not learning and you just keep walking straight into the same trap over and over again. It's shadows. You're not seeing the shadows. They're showing me you're only working, this is rainbow farts frequency. You're only looking at the light. You're not seeing the darkness. That's what this is about. You're flipping between energies of light, and then you keep collapsing and being swallowed by the darkness and finding yourselves back inside the chrysalis. So, 492544, we're moving on to letting go, sacrifice. There's something you need to let go of. Because actually, look, down here on the two energies, I wouldn't usually read these out of order, but look, this is very similar energy. And this card, as it came out earlier, is Pluto. You've got to reach up to Pluto to know, oh, she's got the moth in her hand. I need something on those. This is very Pluto energy. It's like you can't see the wood for trees because you've got smoky mirror. I'm just showing you the cards. And you've got wild woman. They're saying in my head, I'm crazy, me, and you're not. It's that energy where I think we've had this before with an Aquarius reading. It's the I'm quirky me energy, but actually you're just head in the clouds. You're not focused on the truth of what's really your wild woman energy, your individuality. You've had a pain in your spine for weeks. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I would say that spinal frequency changes will take place on 6th of October because Pluto represents the spine and he comes out of retrograde. So there's an issue. Look, this is marking a point in your spine that hurts. There's something about that. 28. Why are you showing me 28? I know it's card 28, but why are they drawing me to it? They're showing me 23, 24, 28. So there's something about the movement as we move into... you see your Pluto's in Scorpio. I was just going to say it's got something to do with the Via Combustor. So 15 degrees of Scorpio, when the moon reaches 15 degrees of Scorpio, the first 15 degrees will have some kind of significant change that will retrieve some kind of energy, but there's something you have to let go of. And it is something that's a distortion of how you see yourself. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking generally with this door. Yeah, I'm still on and I'm still melting, Elsa. You've got to find your truth, not your delusion. This is like Pluto and Neptune, which is quite interesting because I've been looking at the charts and Pluto and Neptune are up to something at the moment. And I haven't done a reading on it yet, I worked it out, but there's something not quite right about them. Are we in Scorpio? No, we're not doing Scorpio, but the energy is the sun will be moving to Scorpio, and that will bring some kind of spinal relief. So, hey. Oh, I didn't write the time down on this one. Right, so I didn't write the time down on this one. They're saying to me, observe that. I'm just going to put down a vague time. Because that's got something to do with it. A completion of time. I know that we've just talked about moving into the Via Combusta, but there's something about a completion coming, but this completion's all to do with, it's like a kind of a swift, oh, it's got 4 Capricorns. It's like, so look, there's a long-winded part of this, but there's a swift part of this. So this energy of self-deception that goes on, we all do it, we all deceive ourselves, don't, think, but it does affect the spine. Now, before Pluto finally moves out of Capricorn and goes into Aquarius properly, it goes in and retrogrades back out about 4 times before it finally arrives in there. It doesn't properly arrive in there for a couple of years, but there's something to do with the full completion, this unlocking of some kind of spinal frequency, because we've got the 9 of Swords, that energy of pulling out to clean the wound. It's like multiple times. That's this again, this flipping energy, changing direction. You're going to change direction. We're all going to change direction, but with each foot that Pluto puts into Aquarius and comes back out, another part of our soul will be retrieved. And then there's this energy here has got this kind of frequency of swiftness, this movement, this change, it's like it's almost happening too fast for you to kind of calm down into. And there is that sense of needing to, it's Mercury's on here again. So I'm just getting this energy of a kind of rapid distortion, flicking in and out and changing things. So the world serpent, this is really interesting because actually when I started the reading and put this soul retrieval card down, it was actually upside down, and they said to me they wanted me to observe that this was upside down. It's like going back into an earth chrysalis, not reaching up to the holy mountain, that rainbow farts frequency, that delusional, crazy, old-style spiritualism, but actually crawling back into the real world to somehow retrieve the parts of your soul that you forgot even existed. And they're being linked with this Pluto energy and the Via Combusta. But the other thing is, this card here has fallen onto the eel, and it's also upside down. And so what they're trying to say is, it's the Princess of Wands. And if you look at her as upside down, she's throwing the tiger energy deep within the earth. And tiger is high priestess energy. And so it's about reaching up to where you've been existing only in your branches of your personal Yggdrasil tree, where you're all kind of heavenly in love and light. And you've got to drag all that stuff down into the earth through your entire spine. Now I'm getting it. It's got to be brought through the entire spine. Bring your energy from the crown, which is where we began in this reading, all the way down and into the earth. So what's the missing energy? Gutting. Look, you have to take out the delusion that's holding your energy up too high. This smaller piece, this frequency of just love and light needs to be drawn down. You need to, it's kind of like there's a sense of, you need to be a bit harsh on yourselves. You need to be harsh on yourselves and get yourselves into the earth. Yes, the earth star chakra is really interesting. It's on your feet. It could very much be related to that. But to get to your individuality, you've got to clear your smoky mirror because you're drowning in the light. Can you see the figure here? Just here. She's drowning in the light of wrong emotions. It's like they're saying, it's not your fault, you're being led to the wrong emotions. So let's get, you see, I'm feeling like we need an answer from Odin in the middle of this. Timestamp for door 5 is 144. I'm so glad I looked up at that moment, Eve. Thank you. Somebody said look up now, it'll save you time later. Right, so let's get a little bit of Odin. Odin. You see, now then I was thinking, you know, Rob could do with a little Odinson as a little meme that he could use. Rob Odinson is live with all his friends. So if you didn't see it, Rob did the most fantastic one with Anne the other day. Loved that. I was when I was in Portugal. Oh my God, that's a whole lifetime away. I was in Europe. Right, so what have you got to add to this energy of the spine? Energy of the spine. Way. So, first card up, Os. Look, this is Os is God frequency. It's being the vessel of truth, allowing the energy to connect into the ground. There's two parts. There's the roots and there's the branches, but you are the trunk in between. You've got to change your entire outlook. You've got to work out who you really are. Who are you really? Who are you really when you're really the reflection of your true wild woman energy? Your hearts are combined, your trunk is fully flowing, and it ends with Reid. So we've got Os and Reid, O-R, or. Who are you? Are you you, or are you someone else? You're meant to be someone else. There's two versions of you, and they need to meet in the middle. They're really drawing me in to the center point of the trunk, like you energy. You. Y-E-W, but also Y-O-U. You. How do you become you? I feel like I need one last rune on this one. I'm getting a bit lightheaded. Oh, look. Treadle. You've got to leave things behind you. You've got to leave those energies of the old version of you, the drowning version of your spiritual past, and create a new spiritual philosophy to move forwards. You need a new energy to move. But just leave those markers. Step away from the old you. Make the new you. So that's that one, and now we're moving on to the final one, which will be door 1. I've still got these written all over the place. Door 1, which is a 20607 when I looked up. So, door 1, the first door is the final door, and yes, I will show you a picture of it. See, look, right at the end, my brain's returning. I'm sitting in a pool of water now. I'm that hot. Right, so since you didn't have a choice then of what door, because we only had one left, do you want the Shamanics or the Odin for the final read? Odin or the Shamanics, Odin or the Shamanics, Odin or the Shamanics. Timestamp for which? For this one, 20607. The other timestamps will all be written down at the end when I've finished. So, what have we got? Odin, Shamanic. You choose. Do you still have liquid in you? A little bit. I'm getting a bit parched. Do you know what? I'm going to use both. Let's use both. We'll do a split, 3 and 3. So we need first of all we need to pad down. I'm sweating. Oh, and a little bit down there. Oh. Right. We need to know what picture. Come on, picture. Or did I already show you door 1 accidentally? I feel like I've been showing you all the wrong doors. Oh no, I love this door. This was my favorite one live. This was like a work of art. It's yellow and deep terracotta red with a blue door with white paint and then all that black mold. So, here comes the card for the healing tone. I hope I do adjust to the humidity. I'm determined to. I'm refusing to put the fans and the air conditioning on. I just want to deal with it. Right, here we go. We are having... Oh, solar plexus, E. That's a bit of a bugger because it's a bit of a high note. I might have to sing it down an octave since it's come so late. Right, so E. You can't see that one very well. Oh, you can on there. E, solar plexus, sunshine. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. So, sweating is the best way to detox, I'm telling you. There's going to be nothing left of me soon. There's just going to be a little pencil on it, shuffling cards. Right, so E. I'm starving, Umbola, I'm telling you, I'm really hungry. That wasn't very nice. lots of salt. I always eat lots of salt. I love salt. It's ocean. So I've got two. I'm putting these cards where they fall. Now the shamanics. Right, we've got all the cards. So, sunshine, what's the sunshine doing? It's giving us this journey or trap. Ta-da! Oh, one's upside down. Oh, that's interesting. So, gift, gifu, jaifu, generosity, and soluble waterfall. This is like, that's like water sorcery. That like the generosity of the emotions of water to deliver something. That's interesting. Right, I'm turning all the cards over. Oh, I'm not. I'm just going to do the first lot. Two. Gathering things together, 21. Gathering together all the elements. It's like they're showing me a jigsaw puzzle. Bringing together all of the pieces, bringing things towards your life that will better serve you to flow with the water sorcery. And then it's followed by flow. (217). We've got 2120 because we've got 21 and 20. So going backwards, looking backwards in your life for the things that would best serve you for the new frequency that's coming forwards, this water energy, this magical frequency. It's just quite interesting that we're caught in this energy of water magic, and yet somehow we're in air epoch, but now that the air's kind of gone in and stabbed away at the earth, and the fire's come up from within the earth and freed itself, we're now focusing on the emotional language being changed. There's this real sense of the fluidity of water, but they're also showing me the fluidity of dragon energy, dragon lines around the world. And that was in one of the earlier readings, the first one, door 6. So there's something about top and tailing everything, being a connective frequency. But you've got to... They're almost saying you've got to mark the map. So you're building, they're showing me the jigsaw puzzle is a map of a treasure island. And what's the treasure? It's Vanahamir. This is not Asgard frequency, this is 13 frequency. So we've moved from Asgard at 6, the first reading we did. Yeah, it's my flowing wet t-shirt competition. I have got a dry t-shirt which I could put on, but I don't want to, I don't want to strip off for you. All right, then I will. Just quickly, I just get the t-shirt turned in the right way so that I can put it on, so that you don't have to witness too much flesh. Right, so let's, look, hang on, what happened to Vanahamir? Right, so let's just quickly, because I am absolutely dripping. There you go. I'm all dry now. It won't take me 5 minutes to make this one work. Oh, you naughty, naughty people. Right, look, going back to the serious things. Vanahamir. Vanahamir is 13 frequency. Vanahamir is a heaven that has no borders. It's one world, one humankind. So you need to gather all of the pieces for your map of Treasure Island. What's the treasure? It's your kindness. It's your soul reaching out to others in generosity. This is an energy door of generosity. It's life force. It's the sun. It's happiness. It's solar plexus. And we've got water sorcery here. I'm not reading what you're writing about me taking my shirt off. I'm trying to... No, exactly. It's nothing that you haven't seen growing up. Right. The next card is Eagle. Thurs, a giant portal. A massive, big, vast spiritual portal is being opened. And it's the strength of humankind. It's the strength of humanity. It's the energy of the collective gathering itself together to deliver a new energy of life force. It's a really strong, beautiful, powerful frequency. And Spirit's delivering this from its 13 frequency, from Vanahamir. It's being brought to unlock things. Catherine, stop being so naughty. Right, so what's the missing energy? There's two cards. Oh, look. Ula and Esk. Don't show this card to Reem because it makes her whole world collapse. So there's something about gathering your senses around you, gathering your life force, gathering that sense of a new spiritual philosophy that was brought in the last gateway. And they definitely are a series that we're walking through, but bringing that energy of life force together to amplify your understanding of yourself. By understanding the energy of yourself, the personal Yggdrasil tree, and Corey did a lovely reading about the personal Yggdrasil tree. What are they saying to me there? It's something to do with next year. This is all to do with... Okay, so they're saying, look, you've got to gather your flow that you create in 2021. It's just the flow is gathering, the energy is transforming. It's like a pumpkin. It's going to grow beyond your imagination, but it's something to do with the branches of your own Yggdrasil tree. It's like new fruit is being born inside the seeds of everybody's tree, back to seeds again. But it's this energy of this massive, vast, giant. Thurizad was a massive giant, and this is oxen, the freedom to walk through the ultimate door to our freedom, to a world without borders, without boundaries, no more nanny state, the energy of being truly free because you understand who you are, and your own life force is connected to all others. So I'm going to take the tarot. Yeah, everybody loves boobs, right? You can see my nipples sticking through, if that's what you're saying. Unfortunately, yes, they do. Nothing I can do about that. Right, so look, Queen of Cups. This is spirit bringing emotional language. It's coming with the eagle. This is a new emotional energy. I can't look at what you're all writing now. It's going to make me shy. Right, look, a blooming, a blossoming, a flowering of these fruits. I know, I can see it now. Yes. So there's the boobs are blooming in there. Oh. So this is just now. Rob's here. Rob sees boobs everywhere. There's a change taking place. We're changing from 12 frequency to 13 frequency. We're moving from that energy. And there is something about yin and yang again, but it's like a double yin and yang. The snake's eating its own tail, but it's creating two possibilities. There was that in one of the other readings. Oh, we've still got more cards that have come out. Oh, look. This is interesting. Look. I always see this card because of the Wild Unknown tarot. The magician is the cheetah. And here, the goddess frequency of the Queen of Wands is holding down the anger of the raw masculine. And it's come out with the magician. So it's actually talking about the release of the old masculinity, the toxic masculinity, into something new. They said to me, men with boobs, moobs. They're just, they're making that reference and that joke to the idea of a new man. Oh dear. So, but look, a new masculinity coming out of the old, but it needs to be released. It needs to be in 13 frequency. It needs to be, I want to say, creative masculinity. Oh, I'm going to get on to the last card and just go home. Look, it's a new emotional language. She was in one of the earlier readings as well, and it's that energy of everything getting there slowly. It's Reem, stop it. I'm going to cough up my lungs in a minute. So, I don't know anymore. Oh dear, right. So, look, did the Princess of Cups, please. It's like, look, 13 frequency is this blossoming, flowering, wonderful energy. And then somehow this new masculinity comes out. And it's like baby steps. Look, you can join the cards down there with the energy flow. It's like masculinity has to learn a new emotional language. Oh. So that's door number one anyway, the dodgy door. Actually, look, door number one, it brought us to the point of raw masculinity, moving on from toxicity to something more, I wanted to say handleable, manageable. Now you see those lights are making me think of all of this frequency that Rob loves so much. Right, that's it. I'm hot. I need to go and have a shower. I need more water. And you all need to go away and think about how naughty you've all been. Right, look, I'm going to be really good, like Reem would be, and just say, are there any questions? Are there any questions? Right. So there's no questions. What's behind door number 1? Apparently man boobs. Oh, people. Right. So we're still on track then for Naked Tarot soon, aren't we? Clearly. Right. Have you had enough? Have you seen, have you seen enough? I was in a sour mood this morning. No, I wasn't. I was in such a good mood. I love it here. It's so beautiful in Mexico. It's a wonderful place. So, you beautiful but very naughty people, spoiling door number 1. Right then. If you've nothing else to constructively add, I'm going to wish you all the most beautiful fond farewell, and I'm going to go and make tamales. And if I remember, I'll take a picture of them and show you them. Okay, wassail beautiful people, and I'll be back in a day or two, okay? Bye.